So good morning, church. Reverend gentlemen and ladies, to the congregation, especially to Mrs. Munnings and her family on this occasion, and the grandson who they raised. The last time I was in this church was when Mr. Maycock was buried. Do you remember that? Sheldon Maycock's father? Yeah. He was born on the 1st of January. I think one of the pastors told the story, which I'm not sure I could repeat here. But it caused me to think, because the comment made at the time of that funeral was what a remarkable life ordinary men and women in this country have lived, starting from very humble beginnings, having trained themselves and worked through all the hardships of life, raised in a society where their race was a negative, and then becoming nation builders. And the tribute by Mr. Carey was quite moving this morning. I don't think you could really exceed that. And I've known him largely as a constituent. And what always troubles me is when you come to a service like this, you actually find out, perhaps a little too late, what the backstory is to why someone is the way they are, and how they actually made a contribution to what our country is. When you look at the obituary this morning, his life is actually a tour de force of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. It's like he's been at every island, and in every island he's left a mark. And I'm sure across the country today, people are missing that contribution which he made to our country and lauding that contribution which he made. Mr. Carey spoke about the contribution he made in Eleuthera. And it says here that he was the vice chair of the junior achievement in Andros. He coordinated the Bimini Grade D School, the Boodle School, I suppose that's in Cooperstown. And there's the San Salvador Central Secondary School, the Governor's Harbor High School, which Mr. Carey talked about. And then he was from Cat Island. And we know that that's a special place for everybody from Cat Island. No one can boast more greatness than people who come from Cat Island. I'm treading on careful ground here. You know, he told me this story of, I believe it's the former Commissioner of Police, Bernard Vonnery, who's also from Cat Island. And at one point, they had Dean William Granger and the former Secretary of the Cabinet, Rodney Bain, were both in Cat Island at the same time. And Cat Island produced some of the most remarkable scholars in the Cambridge Senior Certificate and Junior Certificate as a result of those people being there, including Rodney Bain's wife, Gillian, who was with him. So Cat Island's made a great contribution to our country. But Mr. Carey and I serve on the National Honors Advisory Committee, and I'm certain, I don't see it listed here, but I'm certain he was honored last year with the Order of Merit. Right. So that is a distinction which the country recognized the work he had done to help building up our country. And I went to see him, I guess, a couple of months ago. He was recovering from surgery. And it's always interesting to me to see the exchange between husband and wife. I don't get in their business, but you pretty soon find out who's the boss in the house. And she was encouraging him because he's in the midst of therapy. And it looked like it was an upward trajectory. So when I got the message that he had passed away, it shocked me. And so as soon as I came home, I decided I'd better go around. Now, one of the benefits of the visit was the grandson showed me the Seagrave tree, which is, if you haven't been there, please go by the house and get one. It's really sweet. I was so surprised. But we had a nice visit and talked about his life, how he had slipped away, their relationship, and I'm certain that there's a hole now in your life now that he's gone. Companionship is a valuable characteristic, and you are blessed when you find someone who can actually stand being around you for a long time. You're really blessed. And so on this occasion, having shared all those memories with you, I want to extend to Mrs. Munnings and the entire family my expressions on behalf of the people of the Foxhill constituency, the Monastery Park neighborhood in particular, and I think I can say on behalf of the whole country. Usually that's reserved for the Prime Minister, because having served across the country, and the evidence is there, we need to say thank you to his family for lending us to him. Yes. May he go to God, and may he rest in peace. Thank you.
Out of the bereaved family, let us all stand once again as we sing the hymn, Blessed Assurance.